Okay, part two. So my daughter came down here and then scared me. And then when I turned around, it said reconnecting and it kicked me out of my life. So I'm like, what is going on here? Okay, so how many of you are, how many of you joined me from the beginning? Okay, so I use the term shoe fly don't bother me because of, hi, Nikki. Because I get this a lot, and this is something that I struggle with, I do not use bug spray because I get irritated, I get rashes. I also struggle with the scent. It gives me really bad headaches. I don't know if any of you struggle with that, but that's why I use the term shoe fly don't bother me. And so it's really important that we, I kind of did a chemical cleanse years ago when I was going through infertility treatments. And so it's been really, really, really important for me. Some of this information may be useful for you. Some of it may not. Maybe you already know it. Maybe you might be like, oh my gosh, like I didn't know that. So make sure that you share it with people so they know. Summer's the biggest time when people are at the ballparks, they're camping. I already know people who are already camping. People are going on vacations. We were just out at a restaurant on Friday with my mom, and there was already mosquitoes that are out. Blah. I hate mosquitoes. My two children, and me, I call my dog a child too. So that's why I say my three children. But my two children, human children, they have very sensitive skin, sensitive skin. So, and I do too. So we get a bug bite. It looks like somebody like beat us and gave us a huge welt on our arm, right? So that's why I'm very careful, especially with my kiddos. So, when it comes to, sorry, I think I might have gotten bit today while we were outside right here. So as I was saying, the bugs are already out. People are already at the ball field. People are already outside. We're outside quite a bit in the summertime, especially back home in Iowa. When we go back home in Iowa, my in-laws live by a grain bin. We're from Iowa. There's a grain bin. There's always mosquito bugs, but there's always like these little gnats and they bite and they hurt. And I hate using DEET. Like I said, DEET, bug spray gives me really bad headaches. Any type of fragrance or anything like that can give me that. Now, like I said, some of this information may be new to you. Maybe it's not. Maybe you're kind of like, I really had no idea about it. So DEET is considered the biggest and most effective bug spray that is on the market at this time. And the reason why is because it has been shown to repel mosquitoes and bugs. However, just because of it's the most effective doesn't mean it's the best for you. There are some dangers with it. There are. Now, like I said, this is just, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a researchist. I'm not anything like that. This is just information that I have researched over the years in my infertility journey, cutting chemicals out of my stuff. So it's been shown in studies with DEET that there are common side effects. Like I said, I get headaches from using bug spray, headaches, joint stiffness, memory loss, seizures, skin irritations, and blisters. And this is in larger doses. Now, larger doses can mean all at one time. Larger doses can mean over a long period of time. So a lot of people think, well, I only use it, once or twice a week. Well, when you're using it year after year after year, it starts to accumulate and snowball to that effect. So when people say, well, I'm only using it a couple times a week, or I only use it for 3 months out of the summer, you're still using it. So it becomes eventually a larger dose into your body. So that's why sometimes I have that sensitivity where I can't use that bug spray with DEET in it because it triggers migraines and headaches for me from some of the stuff that it entails. Now, on a scarier note, DEET has actually been linked to neurotoxicity. If you look up some studies, which I can send you some of those if you want. You just have to message me. I can send you the links to those. They have found neurotoxicity links with DEET usage. And I would assume this is with children, psychological, behavioral, and memory dysfunctions. And so when I'm talking about behavior, I'm talking about like motor skills, learning skills, and memory with children. So they're finding those with research and, doing studies and following that, right? So now, if you're not familiar, I'm a big advocate on using mineral-based sunscreen. And mineral-based is great because chemical-based sunscreen, which has like the oxybenzenes and the oxybenzones, those seep into your bloodstream faster. They actually go into your skin. Mineral sunscreen actually reflects off of your skin. When you have a chemical-based sunscreen, which has oxybenzenes, oxybenzones, there's so many hidden names for them, it soaks into the skin. Well, when you mix that with DEET, which you'll find, like let's say you're out at the beach or something and you're camping and you put sunblock on your kiddos, and then at night you're sitting around the campfire and you're putting bug repellent on with DEET, it actually causes it to go in your bloodstream faster. Anything that you put on your skin seeps into your skin within 10 to 20 seconds, sometimes 25 seconds. But when you're putting the DEET and the oxybenzone together, it goes in faster. Don't ask me why. That's what research has shown, that when you mix those two together, it actually seeps into your bloodstream faster. So that's why they're finding that, and you'll see that there's been some companies that have come out and they've had recalls recently because of these oxybenzenes, oxybenzones are cancer-causing carcinogens. So it's just being an advocate for yourself and reading those things and learning the facts. All you have to do is just go to Google and you can look up studies. Google. The one that is the scariest is DEET actually can cross the placenta. Typically, when you're with an OBGYN or anything like that, they want you to stay away from things that cross your placenta. There's actually research that has shown when they did studies with animals in labs, unfortunately, that DEET actually did cross the placenta. I did say earlier, I have this one here that is sticking straight up. Sorry, we were outside in the garage all day. Me and Elsie were playing with our little mini car. Here comes my daughter. It's been shown with studies with animals that DEET actually crosses the placenta. So what I said before earlier is that they're finding that with DEET exposure, they're finding that kids are having issues with fine motor skills, memory loss, learning dysfunctions, psychological and behavioral problems. So that's crossing the placenta. Typically, OBGYNs tell you to stay away from things that cross the placenta. Again, this was an animal study that was taking place. And then they found that when children were born up to 3 months, when the mom was exposed to DEET, they found it in their blood. Okay, so that's why I'm a huge advocate for, even though something says it's mineral, make sure that you look at every ingredient. Even something says it's natural, make sure you're looking at all the ingredients, because there's this term called greenwash, and just because it says it's something doesn't mean it's always something. I have been duped before. So you want to make sure that you're advocating. Now, some of the ingredients that I want you guys to look for are 4 great ingredients. Now you can either create your own like magic potion. I use a special lotion that I can just snag. It comes in a pump like this, and we keep it in the baby bag in case we need it. It's always on hand. But you want to look for lemongrass. Lemongrass is really great for bug repellent. You want to look for geranium. Geranium is really good as a bug repellent, and you want to look for vetiver. Vetiver is amazing when it comes to bug repellent, and you want to also look for rosemary. That's great for bug repellent. So a lot of them have kind of a citronella kind of scent to them. And so they're really popular for getting rid of them. I know some people will keep like rosemary and geranium and lemongrass in their garden for that reason, to keep that, to keep mosquitoes and stuff away from their house. Unfortunately, not everybody has that ability. So you want to look for those things in kind of like your lotions that you may use. The one issue that I find is that when somebody does find something natural that they can put on their kiddos like this, then they go and they use a body wash. They go and use a body wash that's maybe from Bath and Body Works or Walmart or something with parfum or fragrance in it. And you can see when something, Elsie, you cannot be in here. You cannot be in here. You have to go. You have to go.
I don't like it.
Lance? You can't have anything with parfum or fragrance in it. Parfum and fragrance is like the number one. Lance, you've got to get her out of here.
Out.
She doesn't have any.
Now. I don't know why you don't lock the door.
I did.
It wasn't locked.
Yeah, it was. Okay, so parfum and fragrance. Sorry, she had her birthday outfit on. That's why. Okay, she was outside all day. Okay, so you want to stay away from things with parfum or fragrance. And so any type of thing you can get over the counter, it's going to show you the ingredients on the back. Okay, so I know it's a little bit difficult to find a lotion or a body wash with these 4 ingredients in it. That's why I found this to be so much more effective. And what I love the most is that I started using this on my daughter when she was like 1 year old. 1 year old. I'm using it on my son as well. He is, he's only 4 months old. He'll be almost 5. Well, he just turned almost 4 months old at the end of this month. So we can use it on him. It's super, super effective. It doesn't have the D in it. It has the 4 natural, has the lemongrass, geranium, rosemary, and the vetiver. Again, they're more of a citronella. Now, I do know some people that do create like an essential oil type of thing. I've never gotten into essential oils when it comes to that. I just prefer to put on a lotion and be done with it. That's just kind of how I like to do it. It also has aloe and shea butter in it. Okay, so not all shea butter is created equal. My biggest thing that I can tell you guys is that when you're finding like a lotion or something that repels, make sure that you're not reversing it by using like something with parfum and fragrance in it or some sort of scent in it, like from Bath and Body, or you know, something with like something that's going to attract bugs, right? So that's what I hear from people. Well, that didn't work for me, and I used these 4 ingredients and that didn't work for me. Well, it's probably because you used a parfum or you used a soap or you used something. So that's why I found a body wash that does the same exact thing, has the same stuff in it, but it also has white tea in it, and it smells amazing. My daughter broke the lid off of it, so I just kind of shoot it out that way. But so I have a lot of people who camp and leave these things in their camper. So if you struggle with the mosquitoes this summer, that 4 ingredients are going to help you keep those pesky mosquitoes off of you. And I don't know anybody who doesn't want that. So if you want my, I did find a little potion that I can share with you guys on how to make your own little combo for this summer. Shoot me a message and I can get you that information totally for free. So I hope you guys have a great day. And like I said, today was my day off for lives, but I had to get on here because I had so many people reach out to me today from a post that I made on naturally getting those bugs away. So I hope you guys have a great night.